Honey, what's wrong?
I made a huge mistake. YouTube family, I made the biggest mistake. I usually have a really big plan on what I'm going to do with the interior spaces of our house, but this time I really blew it. I was inspired by a lot of amazing rooms that are styled and had interior spaces that had black walls. And they are gorgeous when you look at them online, and they are all the right kind of style that I thought I was looking for our dining room space. And we were starting to add just a few hints of black throughout the rest of the house. And so I got really brave and I rolled the bottom look in our dining room walls with black paint. And I had so much fun doing my home hardware commercial when I painted this, and I absolutely loved this space for about a week. And that's where the huge mistake comes in, because we have been living with this color two-tone for about a month and a half now, and I cannot live another day with the bottom half of my dining room black. And so it's about 11 p.m. on a Saturday night, day 2 of our new puppy edition. And what am I gonna do? I'm going to roll over this black paint. I just can't live with this. So we are gonna count on the durability and the amazing quality of our Beauty Tone paint. And we are going to re-roll over this black and get this place bright and fresh again. And then we're gonna kind of start from scratch and do a complete dining room overhaul. And the reason I say that is because actually today, aside from the fact that I was fed up and done with the black, today was actually an amazing day because someone dropped off a gorgeous vintage china cabinet on my driveway. Does that even happen in real life? But truly, it showed up on my driveway, and I was so thrilled because I went outside and I saw a cabinet and they had left it for me and thought that I could use it for my YouTube, which is amazing. But guess what? It actually fits amazing in my dining room space because I have some limited wall space here with the windows, and it is an almost identical match to a sideboard that I already have that I picked up thrifted months ago and restored on our channel as the boho sideboard. And so I am just absolutely so excited because I think it's gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna add a pop of color that I think is gonna surprise you. I have painted way too much white paint in the past couple of weeks, but the only option in this space, because it's not that big, is to go from black to white and make it super fresh, and then I can add pops of color, because let's be honest, I clearly cannot commit to a dark color to go in this room, and there's no other color other than what I'm gonna do with the pops of color in here that I could possibly put on this wall. When our living room, dining room is pretty open concept, I'd have to do some in both space. So white it is. I'm not sure what was more of a disaster, you getting that out, or look at how many holes were in the wall right there where I was clearly trying to hang something and couldn't find a stud. When the stud finder lies to you.
I don't lie.
You're not. Oh my goodness. I bought a brand new stud finder last year, and I swear every time it tells me there's a stud, it's really not right.
Yeah, you're right.
Phil's gonna fill all of these holes for me. So we were up till about 2 in the morning last night rolling a couple of coats on the bottom of the dining room, and I think we have 2 good solid coats on here. We let it dry for the rest of the night, and I'm about to put the 3rd coat on. But before I do, I want to start working on this gorgeous cabinet. So this is actually dropped off on my driveway for free. All of the drawers work really good. It's pretty much immaculate, which is amazing, and it's actually the right size and something that I was really looking for to be able to put some of my favorite dishes, my Pyrexes and stuff in a cabinet like this in my dining room. But I was limited to the size and the width that the china cabinet actually could be because I have such big windows in this space. It actually is also an almost identical match of style to my sideboard that I have. I'll put a photo in this video for you to see that we finished on a video months ago that I picked up thrifted for a super inexpensive price. I'm going to remove this inside insert that's here. It's actually a very thin piece of wood, so I'm going to take out some of the trim that's here. They're usually just put on with little tiny little nails, a couple down the row. I can pop those off. I'm going to remove all of this so that I can actually remove the hardware, take the glass out, paint this a lot more easily, and then I'm going to give this a little bit more of a modern look. I know that this is a vintage cabinet, but taking out this insert, this detailing here, and not painting it yellow will give this a fresher look. So I'm going to leave that part off. I got that insert panel out and all of the trim, and I've left a little painter's tape along the edging here because I've decided that I'm going to paint the interior of this china cabinet with white paint and then do all of the exterior in that bright cheery yellow. So I'm going to get painting the inside. Since I want to add some color to the space, I'm going to choose a bright, cheery vintage yellow. I love the combination of the vintage greens like my Heritage Park and this vintage yellow that I'm going to use to do this cabinet. I think I'm going to tie in a little bit of yellow throughout the house in a few other spots, like maybe in some accent pillows and rugs. And so I thought to have a pop of color on this china cabinet would be amazing against the fresh white walls. And I can put in some of my Pyrex collection and a few other of my favorite dishes inside.
Oh wow, I really like that.
I know once you get a couple coats on it, it will actually dry a lot darker and it'll really crisp up the color, because right now you start seeing the wood tones show through and it doesn't look how it's going to in the end. So stay tuned. First coat never looks good. And I want to make sure I get in all the detailing because I'm not going to be distressing this piece, I don't think. And so I want to make sure that I get all of these areas. Sometimes I leave them not totally full if I know I'm going to distress a piece, but I think I'm going to leave this one totally crisp. So I'm getting more of the yellow painted on this cabinet, and the yellow looks so bright when it's still wet, and then it starts to darken up as the paint dries. So I'm really hoping that this goes a little more golden and a little less vibrant when it's totally dried and I have all the coats on. Problem is, since it's a light color, the wood tones shine through. And this is a prime example of a piece of furniture that you paint that looks terrible after only the first coat. So don't back down when you're painting furniture and you start painting, you're thinking, what am I doing? This looks awful. It always starts to look better after the second. And sometimes even with light colors, you need a third coat, no matter what kind of paint they're using. So I'm gonna do the fingers crossed on this. I'm doing my own panicking after the first coat right now, which I'm telling you not to do, but I'm gonna count on the fact that after another coat, this is gonna look really good in the end.
It looks like crap.
It looks like crap. Oh, stay tuned. We have spent the last 48 hours painting white paint after white paint after white paint to get over the black walls that we painted, and I am so glad that I made this decision. Painting that black along the bottom perimeter was a huge mistake. And sometimes you see things that are on trend and you're inspired to do it in your own home, and then you realize it's just not for you. So I am so thrilled to have just a plain white wall dining room again. It is so bright and so fresh. And when I woke up this morning and came into the finished painted space, I thought, oh, I'm like home again. It was so much better than coming in having this dark that just wasn't me. And so I prefer a more bright white and cheery space with pops of color, lots of live plants, and I really am really excited about what I've done now to this space. There's still a few things that I want to add to this space, but getting materials right now is pretty difficult. So I'm just using exactly what I have on hand at the house. And then also you'll notice there's a few things in this video that I'm using for my staging that you've seen throughout my channel that I've actually repurposed from thrifted, upcycled, or even dump find items that you guys have seen before. So take notice and see if there's anything that you recognize. But I'm done my yellow cabinet. I absolutely love that like vintage mustard wheat color, just like the couch that I have on my porch. And so I got a little bit brave and decided that I wanted to add some really big hints of yellow throughout the house. It's my son Dayton's favorite color, and I actually painted the interior of the china cabinet white, and that way my Pyrex and my dishes can really have a little focal point and really pop of color against the white. And then I did the outside with this mustard wheat color, and I think it turned out stunning. And I definitely will make sure that I get more of this paint because I think I have a few other ideas for where I can put hints of yellow. But my cabinet turned out amazing, and I think that really overall for a free cabinet, it really doesn't get any more better than this. This is what like vintage china cabinet dreams are made of, really. It's turned out amazing. that this video inspired you to do some of your own home refinishing projects, you can use a really small budget and transform a space. I purchased nothing but 2 gallons of paint. I actually had about 3/4 of a gallon left and a $5 sample container to be able to restore this cabinet. I did get it for free, so thank you to the YouTube family member who dropped this off on my driveway. I love ya, thank you so much. I think it turned out gorgeous, and it's actually turned into be one of my most favorite pieces that I've ever done, and I've been refinishing for a really long time, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you share it with someone that will enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. I love ya, and I'll see you on the next project.